You're listening or watching another episode of Fabulous Investments, a documentary filming my road to success in real estate. I'm your host, Jimmy L, and this is my journey. Don't forget to hit the like button and leave a comment. Hello. How's everybody doing today? I'm hoping you guys are having an awesome day or I guess ending of a day because I just got home from work, so I'm kind of winding down a little bit. But as promised, today's Wednesday, and I want to go ahead and give you guys a actual update as to what's going on and what's current for me. I want to start out by saying that the Miracle Morning book, I'm almost done reading. In fact, I've finished the last chapter this morning, and I have to finish the conclusion, and then I'll be completely finished with the book. And so far, I mean, I've had my good days, I've had my bad days, and I've been kind of, sticking with it, and it has definitely made a change in my life. So I've actually recommended it to several friends, so I will most likely be purchasing it for them or being able to give them, which I actually just recently found out, they actually have a couple of free chapters on their website. So again, that's themiraclemorning.com, and you guys can go. And I'm not affiliated with them at all. It's one of those books that it's a very easy read, and I definitely recommend it for anyone, whether you're dealing with real estate or you just want to improve your own personal development. And it really, really helps with that. So I would definitely recommend that to anybody. So again, I'm almost finished with the book, and I'm going to probably read it again. But and it's been pretty cool. I've already lost weight. Woo! Oh my gosh. But hey, it's been fun, and so I can't wait to see how things go with it and where it takes my life and career. So I guess that's it for the Miracle Morning. I will say that I went back on a Bigger Pocket podcast, and I think it was show 125 with Michael Gerber. And for those that don't know Michael Gerber, he's actually the author of The E-Myth. And I think the book was originally published in 1980 or 96 or something. I think it was 1996, or I think this was 1996. I can't remember, but or 96 or 97. But anyway, the whole point is it's a book that teaches people about what goes wrong with the average entrepreneur and how you cannot follow that trend. And I haven't read it just yet, but I've heard so many investors and so many professional people say, hey, this is a really good book to read. And so I'm just like, okay, I'm going to read it, and just kind of put it in the back of my mind, because you can't listen to everybody. So, but anyway, they did a podcast, Bigger Pockets did a podcast with Michael Gerber. And again, that was show 125. And I was completely blown away. This guy is 78 years old, and that man has so much wisdom that it forces you to listen to what he has to say. And so I was listening, like, dang it, I was listening, and I'm sold. So I'm going to actually purchase the book, and it'll probably be here in a couple of days, but I'm going to purchase the book and start reading it. And so it'll be part of my morning ritual for what I read, and I'll be reading the E-Myth. So I'll be keeping you guys posted on how that's changing my life as well. But I recommend everyone to go back and listen to that podcast. And it's not just for real estate professionals. It is for everyone that wants to own a business. Now, I will say that Michael is a little unconventional with his methods. He almost seems arrogant, but dude is 78. He's lived more lives than, half of us. And so you have to listen. You have to listen. So I definitely respect him, and I appreciate everything that he said. And I can almost thank him in advance for what he's about to do in my life. So I can't wait to read the book. So I'll keep you guys updated on that. But anyway, back to, I guess, the business of Fabulous Investments on the 8-unit apartment building. It's still out there, and it's a deal that's still in the works, and I'm still looking for funding. And just to give you guys a quick heads up, Jonathan, which was the second hard money lender reached back out to me and then just to tell me he's like he's been looking and looking and looking, but he hasn't been able to find any lenders that meet my criteria as to what I'm looking to do. So again, if originally I hadn't heard from him, it's been almost a week and I hadn't heard from him, and then he emailed me today on Bigger Pockets to say he hasn't found any lenders and he'll keep looking. So I'm just like, oh, okay, well, thank you for reaching out for me. I really appreciate it, and kind of left it at that. Andrea has actually been in communication, which is the third hard money lender that's been speaking to me, but she's been in communication with me a lot more often. And so she actually emailed me again today, also on Bigger Pockets. And she basically was just letting me know that she's having difficulty as well looking for a lender that's willing to fund this deal for me. And she gave me her reasons why. And the biggest thing is, and I probably didn't tell you guys this, but I'm looking for funding and I'm looking to only do 10% down of the entire loan amount. And that's what she's having issues finding. Okay, so there. My phone just cut off. I'm almost certain that that I probably ran out of space on it, which is probably why I need to do this video on my laptop. But anyway, just to finish up and to go back to where I was, Andrea reached out to me, and like I said, she's been having problems with getting me funding as well. And again, she emailed me today to tell me that. And it's only because I'm asking for 10%. I'm asking for the lender to allow me to actually only put 10% down versus the average 20 to 30% that the average hard money lender is asking for the investor to put down. So that in combination with the actual small loan amount, because again, I'm only asking for $70,000. If you remember, the property is only $50,000, and I'm estimating about $30,000 in rehab costs. So again, $80,000. I'm only at about $80,000 that I'm asking for. So with that being said, most people think that as a commercial property, that's on the small side, and which it is. And again, I'm just not starting out, so this is kind of where I am. So, but she's having a few difficulties with finding me funding for those reasons. She was able to find me funding if I went up to $100,000, I could still do the 10%. Or she was able to find the funding for $80,000, but I needed to do a larger down payment. So she and I are kind of emailing back and forth, still in negotiations to see, what exactly I can do. And I'm willing to go up a little bit more than the 10%. I'll probably do 15 to 20%. I don't have a problem with that. It's just, of course, we all want the best deal possible. And so that's kind of where I am now. The good thing is the property actually, because of the after repair value and what's going on in the area, it'll actually be okay for the $100,000 that they're looking. A lot of the lenders are looking for or saying is their minimum. So, but this 8-unit building, it actually will sustain that. So, which is a good thing for me. So again, I'm still in negotiations with her, but it's kind of going back and forth, and so I'll let you guys know how that develops. So hopefully I can get something out of this. Hopefully. Put your thumbs up, cross your fingers, eyes, and all the good stuff. But I guess lastly, I was on, well, not lastly, but on YouTube, I was on YouTube doing the last video, and I was speaking with a lady named Christy. I think her name is Christy, but she's a property manager in my area, and she seems pretty good actually. So I've actually talked to her, and well, I hadn't talked to her yet, but I have to talk to her. I've been emailing so far, but it's been really interesting because most of the property managers here locally are not wanting to touch a commercial building, which is really interesting to me. But most of them are not willing to manage a commercial building. So she's one that is. So I'm going to actually see if I can set up an interview with her to see what her process is, her fees, and to kind of I guess vet her to see if she'll be a good fit for me and my business and where we're going. So that's another thing that I keep you guys posted on. And what else am I? Peyton, come away from over there. Lastly, I totally forgot about that. The 2-unit duplex that my coworker is working on purchasing, the realtor that's over that, her name is Wanda, she actually email. I've been trying to email and text her for the last couple of days, but she actually has a hard money lender friend of hers. So I'm going to contact them today and see how that goes. So I got his number today. I think his name is Robert. So I got his number today. So I will be contacting him today. Hopefully that works out as well. At least gives me some more options. And worst case scenario is just someone else that I will know and be able to put in my database, and that I can build a relationship for future deals. But Wanda, another thing about Wanda, speaking of property management, she also was interested in managing the 8-unit building that I've been trying to fund. I guess the only thing about that for me right now is she has so much on her plate. And we were in the middle of a session, or when we actually toured the building, her exact words to me were, I get up at 9. I've kind of set my own schedule and I get up at 9. I don't need a property manager that already has in their mindset that I don't start work until 9 o'clock. She is an older lady. She is she is so knowledgeable about the business that it's astounding. But I'm not comfortable with someone that's not willing to work for my properties almost, or at least halfway, as much as I am. And so for that reason, I know definitely I would not be using her as a property manager. I don't care what her fees are. I will manage it myself before I let someone like that actually manage it for me. So again, I just wanted to throw these things out there. Just some things that you need to watch out and look for if you're thinking about letting someone manage your property. Have a conversation with them. Have a normal conversation with them. Get them to be comfortable with you, and you'd be surprised at the things that they say. And again, this is just kind of what she said, and just in casual conversation. And so I don't think she understood the kind of effect that it had on me. And not to mention, she also says she doesn't work on Sundays. So that's a problem. That's a problem for me. But hey, you guys, so I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. Again, there was not much to tell, but I want to definitely update you guys as to where I am and where things stand on funding and the 8-unit building. So there it is. I hope you guys enjoyed this show. You've been watching another episode of Fabulous Investments, and I'm Jimmy L. And I'll see you guys on the next episode. Love ya.